Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a new hits and misses follow-up video. I do a lot of first impressions on my channel, try-on hauls in general. I always like to come back after a couple weeks and fully review everything after I've been testing them out, give my thoughts on them, if I would recommend them, etc. So today's video is going to be a Sephora try-on haul video, so I'll have that video linked down below. But I have some products here from Dominique Cosmetics, Smashbox, Fenty, and I also have some Morphe brushes that I will be reviewing. So if you're ready to see my thoughts on these, why don't we go ahead and get started. Okay, so first up in the video, I tried out this eyeshadow palette. This is from Dominique Cosmetics. This is the Berries and Cream eyeshadow palette. This palette was $44. Looks like this. You do have a mirror on it. And honestly, I love this palette. I recently did a video reviewing 10 different eyeshadow palettes in that video, and I ranked them in a countdown style. So from 10, the kind of the one that like least impressed me, all the way down to number 1, the one that I was most impressed with, and number 1. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'm sorry that I spoiled it for you, but I really wanted to tell you that. And that was posted a while ago, so if you haven't seen it yet, where have you been? But I will have that one linked down below, even though I just gave away the ending. But yes, this is what I put at number 1. So clearly, I've been really enjoying this palette. I love the color scheme in here. It is such a me color scheme, but I'm so impressed with all of these different shades. The mattes are really nice and pigmented, very easy to blend. The shimmers show up right away. Even this blue shade, which is called a Blueberry Muffin, there was one day where I kind of just put that all over the lid. I blended it out a bit with Toasted as well, which is right above it. But it was so easy to use on the eyes, even though it's a blue, and a lot of times when I look at blue eyeshadow, I think patchy or skippy, or I'm gonna have to work a lot. It was such a quick and easy eye look. I've just been impressed so much with this palette. I've done a lot of different looks with it. I don't have it on my eyes today because I feel like, you know, I've kind of reviewed it on my channel with that palette countdown video, but I'll insert a couple photos here of me wearing this palette because I wore it a ton. I felt a ton of inspiration from this. I kept wanting to go back into it. Even after I had my mind made up, I'd done several looks with it. I was like, I still want to keep reaching for this palette. I still want to keep reaching for this palette. I think that it's really beautiful. So $44, that's definitely a little bit, it's a higher price palette. You can get it at Sephora. I'll have it linked down below. But I definitely would recommend this one from Dominique Cosmetics. So next up I have a face palette. This is from Smashbox. This is one of their holiday releases. This is the Holidaze Contour and Spotlight palette. Inside you get a contour, you get a bronzer, kind of more of like a setting powder, and then some highlights in here. So this is a very large palette, first of all. I mean, very big palette. You have a giant mirror on it. It flips back all the way. And then inside you have these 9 different shades. So I am wearing this on my face today, so I use this cool tone shade as my contour, I use this middle shade as my bronzer, and I have a mixture of these 2 highlights on my cheeks, and they're a bit more of like a metallic pink. This one here is more of a like metallic highlight. Okay, so this palette is no longer available. I've worn it a couple times in videos, and I've tried to link it, and it seemed like, I felt like literally after I filmed that video that this thing was gone from Ulta, from Sephora. Like, I can't find it anymore to link it. So, I mean, I know it was a holiday release, so it wasn't going to stick around forever, but I felt like it came and went super fast. It also did go on sale very quickly, and I can't remember how much this was originally, but I got it for like half off on Sephora. I was just browsing the site one day, and I noticed that this was half off, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to grab it because I love face palettes. They're always calling my attention, and I like a lot of the Smashbox face products. I've been very impressed with them. I've purchased face palettes from them, highlight palettes from them, and I've just been very impressed with it. So I don't mind this palette. Again, I really like the large mirror on it. It could be really nice for traveling to do your makeup in. That's awesome. But I don't totally regret buying this because, again, I got it on sale and I think it's a good price for the 9 different shades you get inside, but I really don't reach into this a lot, and I kind of had that moment of like, you have a lot of face palettes, you have single contours, single bronzers, single highlights. Like, did you really need to buy this? Probably not, but the actual quality inside I don't think is a bad quality. Again, I really like the contour and bronzer the best. The highlights I do think are pretty. None of them necessarily totally 100% blow me away. I like these 2 the most. Those are my favorites out of here. This one is more of a matte shade. You can use it for like your under eyes or things like that, but I really don't reach into that one a ton. So I like this palette. It's nothing that really blew me away. I don't see myself reaching into it a ton, so I feel a little bit silly that I purchased it. I think I just got excited once I saw it on sale. And again, I don't mind that I got it for half off because I'm getting so many shades and a really nice palette and everything, but I probably didn't need to purchase this, so that kind of makes me feel a little bit silly. And honestly, like, I would keep reviewing it. Like, I have a few more thoughts I could probably say, but it's not even available anymore. But overall, the Smashbox face products that I've tried, I do think are nice, but yeah. I do feel a little bit silly about that one, I'm not gonna lie. I do apologize if you can hear our wind. We have extreme high winds today. I think they said it's gonna get up to like 30-mile-per-hour winds, and I film in front of a window. It's been really noisy today, so not fun. Okay, so next up is a product that I'm wearing. This is the lip gloss that I'm wearing. This is from Fenty Beauty. This is the new Gloss Bomb, and this is in Fussy. So this is an $18 lip gloss. I like this lip gloss so much, and I'm not even a big lip gloss girl, so I do have it on my lips. Like I said, I do have a lip liner down. This is Colourpop Oh Snap lip liner, and then I kind of fill in my lips, and then I top it with the gloss. The gloss does have a little bit of like that pinky sheen to it, but I like if I'm wearing a gloss, I just like it to have a little bit more impact, so that's why I like to pair it with a lip liner. So there is a swatch of the gloss. You can definitely see it. It's got some pinky to it. It's got a little bit of reflect in it. Not as much. I actually wish it would have had a little bit more sparkle to it. That's kind of what I was hoping for, and when I saw some of the promo photos, I felt like it looked like fun and sparkly. It's not as sparkly as I would hope, but it's still a really nice lip gloss. Now, I have the original Gloss Bomb from Fenty Beauty. I actually like this one more because the original pulls a little bit more like orange on me, and I'm just more of a pinky fan, obviously. So I actually like this one a lot more than I do the original. Really nice though. It smells good. It feels good. It's nice and smooth on the lips. It's not like sticky or anything like that. And this is what the applicator looks like. I know a lot of people really love these gloss bombs from Fenty, and Fussy is definitely a favorite of mine. It's one of my like go-to glosses at the moment if I need to throw a gloss in my bag. You know, if I'm going to be going out for a long time and at some point maybe I want to slap a gloss on over a liquid lip, I'm typically putting a Fussy in my purse because I think this one is really nice. And then I just want to finish it up. A lot of times my hauls are pretty small, so that's why I do a try-on style, because otherwise it's like I show 3 things and then we peace out. But I did try out some new brushes in that video as well. This was a Morphe brushes Holidaze set, so I just have a few thoughts on those. Alrighty, so I did get the set sent over to me from Morphe. I get some of their PR, I don't get everything, but they did send this over with a couple of their holiday releases, so I was trying this out. And again, this was one that went out of stock like really quickly on the website. I couldn't find it to link it, even in the video that I did. But one thing that I'll say about the Morphe brushes and their sets, because I've tried out a couple different sets that they've released recently, and what I'll say is that I think if you're going to purchase from Morphe, I honestly would recommend picking out a couple different brushes that you really need in your collection or you hear really favorable reviews on, and just grab those. A lot of the sets I just don't think are really worth it. You know, the Morphe brushes are more on the affordable side, which is great, but they're not like the most affordable. And I think maybe if you're starting out or you're trying to build your brush collection or learn what type of brushes you like for, you know, your makeup application, there's like BH Cosmetics is good, even like Real Techniques, I don't know, e.l.f. Cosmetics. I started with e.l.f. brushes that were like $1 and $2 at Target, and I just think if you're trying to do that, you know, go that route. And I would just stick with individually buying the Morphe brushes. Can't say like it was the worst thing ever, but some of them do shed. I don't know if you'd be able to tell, like this brush has been shedding a bit. This is what I used as like a contour or a bronzer brush. I used this one for contour and I really didn't like it. It was actually kind of scratchy on the face, so I didn't love that one. The eye brushes I thought were okay. This bronzer brush, they have a regular one like this in the collection. I think it's the M527, I want to say. I don't like this brush at all. I've purchased like the one from the regular line and I don't think that it's super great. I did recently post a favorite brushes video, and I do have some Morphe brushes in there, and I had some people comment and say like, oh, with this particular Morphe brush, does it shed or is it scratchy? And no, anything that I recommended in there, like I fully recommend. I've washed them, I've had them for a while, and I would be able to recommend, because they do have some good brushes in their line. The Elite line I think is really good. The Gunmetal line is really good. I don't know if they have that available anymore. The Rose Gold line I think is really good. So they have good individual brushes. You just have to kind of find what lines are the better ones from Morphe. And so I just truly would say, you know, they come out with a lot of sets. Jaclyn Hill did a set. I think James Charles did a set. They have the holiday set. So they do this quite a bit, and I just don't feel like I can really recommend these for the price tag. And again, if you're wanting to purchase a lot of brushes and all of that, check out some of those more affordable brands. I just think that they would probably be better for the money that you're gonna spend on them. So hopefully that makes sense. I thought I would touch on that. Again, not only just with the holiday collection, but I've tried out a couple of these different sets in the past, and I would just say go the individual route with Morphe brushes, but hopefully that makes sense. And after that, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Again, my hauls can be, you know, pretty small, which makes these follow-up videos pretty short as well. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video or you found it helpful in some way. Let me know what you thought about the products that I was reviewing. And other than that, if you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you'll also consider subscribing before you go. And I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye. Also, sorry if I was crazy squinty in this video because we have a lot of snow outside and it is bright out there. I should have filmed in sunglasses. What was I thinking?